Hi folks, welcome to week 9 of Stanford in New York. This is the beginning of my slow weekend. As my sister Dana is out of town, so naturally, I have nothing to do. Here I am with Layla. We are on our way to an art class.
We're on lookout, don't worry. We have our eye on that train up there.
That's the 4-5, which was delayed, so we decided to get Dunkin'. Even if we're given the chance to rest and be on time, we always decide to make ourselves in a hurry by doing little side quests like Dunkin'. And here we are at the Coal and Ice art display put on by the Asia Society, and as you can see, they center on climate change. This was an immersive exhibition, and it smelled like smoke in this room.
Oh, it smells like shit.
The intention was to display what New York City might look like in 2050. The red room is if we didn't take any climate action, and this is what they envision a sustainable future might look like. All of us were here for our art class, which happened on a Saturday. And after, Layla and I went to Grand Central to check out the iconic spot where BTS did their flash mob. It's obviously known for a lot more than BTS, but that is what I thought of. After I prepared a lovely meal for myself and went for a walk, I was on the mission to collect some wildflowers because I wanted to stick it into that cold brew bottle that I had gotten earlier. Sunday means that it is laundry day. The flowers literally bloomed the next morning after I had stuck them into the vase, which was kind of surprising. And the pink one, the petals literally started falling off the day after, so I guess wildflowers, they bloom and die quickly. But hey, at least they were free. The week prior, I got this John Ashbery poem book at the Strand for $5, and they have a Chinese translation, so I'm using it to practice my Mandarin. And then I decided to go treat myself in Chinatown to Korean food, ironically. So I went to this place called Tofu because I was really craving side dishes and sundubu. As you can tell, I was a very happy customer. And by the way, when I tried to get into that restaurant, I couldn't find the front door and the lady had to come out and help me, which was kind of embarrassing. But anyways, I've been seeing this guava rock candy a lot on TikTok, so I bought some at the Hong Kong market. I'm a bit obsessed with One Piece lately, and every time I watch it, I think about my friend Esther at home. I recently asked someone if they would consider going on a ship for 2 weeks instead of taking a plane, and I think that's because I'm watching a lot of One Piece. Happy Monday, and welcome to Labor Day. I started the day by drawing a little bit because I haven't done it in a really long time, and I have this Pinterest board saved of images that I really want to draw and then watercolor paint. So I did that this morning, and then I tucked them into my journal to save for painting when I go home. After that, I made myself some breakfast. I have been really loving green grapes these days. So I've been chomping on those a lot, and also kimchi. I got pissed off at trying to pick up rice grains with my chopsticks, so I sputtered off to get myself a much more practical utensil. I didn't notice how much dust had accumulated on my windowsill until I took this video. It's kind of narsed, so good opportunity to wipe this dust off that's probably making me sneeze a ton in the morning. Since I had the day off, I really just wanted to kind of recharge my batteries and spend the day alone inside. But, you know, it gets a little boring after a while, so I'm trying to get some blood flow to my head. I haven't held handstands in a while, so you can see me struggling to balance. But why is it crooked? I had a sudden realization that I hadn't played Stardew Valley in, like, literally since I've come to New York, so I'm bringing back this tradition. Then I read a little bit, you know, to stay cultured and balance out all the other things that I do. And I'm reading There by Tommy Orange right now, and also listening to Mrs. Dalloway. Tuesday morning, I had a big breakfast before going into the office. Since I had a big breakfast and also to save some money for grocery shopping later, I just got a coffee and then went to McNally to read a little bit of the Murakami book. And then after work, I had to take a meeting outside for my UN class where I interview a US-China relations diplomat. So that was very cool. And then I went to Trader Joe's and did some shopping because I was craving a sandwich of all things. So this is, I think, the first time I've ever cooked like meat. And let me tell you, it went pretty poorly. Chicken breast is something that I guess I can ruin disastrously. Little did I know that, despite how awesome the sandwich looks, it literally tasted like poop. It was so dry and crusty, and I put so much mustard in it that my eyes kept watering. But you know, I finished it like a champ, and then played some Stardew Valley to console myself.
I thought you were gonna have a breakdown.
I was about to have a breakdown.
I was like, it's okay, you can take mine, I'll just live in here, please. I'm so tired.
I'm going to the UN today. This Wednesday, we started off with our last class for walking and
Yeah, from the
writing.
winter cohort.
Our dear professor brought us to where he is staying for the quarter, and we had lunch together and discussed our final projects. And then as a cohort, we walked together to the United Nations on the East River. After that, we were very beat and tired from walking around and all the stuff we were doing, so Claire and I went to a coffee shop called Remy, which is super cute. It doubles as a flower shop, and I got the lavender oat latte. It was really pretty, but honestly, the little bits of lavender in there kind of got me choked up. After resting and eating a bit, I had to do some readings for my art class the next day. Good morning. This is definitely the earliest I had ever gotten up this quarter, and that is because we were going to a managers and breakfast meeting at the center. So they gave us some yummy food from Olenstein's, And then after that, I went to the office for a work day. I have done what cannot be undone, which is I started playing video games at work, but you know, nobody noticed. I don't know why the almond milk was fighting me like that, but I have ruled that almond milk is a supremely inferior milk to add to your coffee. It kind of tastes like burnt and poo-poo, so oat milk is definitely better in my opinion. I finished Sputnik Sweetheart, and then after I went to the center,
Out of all of them, it's always gonna fall into you to do the work.
Which is like that, I don't mind, but like I also can't have them being sloppy. Like there was one cup in there for so long.
oh, Duck is so cute. He noticed the camera, started posing a little bit, and I told him to mew, and he did that.
You're constipated.
Because I saw a capybara.
Like a real one? Yeah. Where? I've tried raising canes though, which is really good.
We had gone to Bushwick as a class to visit an artist studio, and after our professor treated us to dinner at a Thai place. Our budget was $32, and you best believe I spent that well. I got pad thai, some soup, and also green papaya salad. At last, it is Friday. I packed myself a lunch to bring to the office after a big breakfast. It was 11 a.m. by this point, but I really couldn't be bothered to be in a rush, so I ambled into the office, and I've been obsessed with this song. Dana doesn't like it because she says they're just shouting the whole time, but I love it, and I learned the dance a little bit. I went to Blank Street after, but I promise this is the last time I'm going to Blank Street and wasting my money on it, because low-key I think they're ripping me off and they're a huge chain, so Thank you, Mommy. This is the outfit that I'm wearing to go to a comedy show with my sister and her high school friend tonight.
Thank you.
But first, we went to go get some dinner at this cute place called Yubu, and they have things that are like the tofu, what is it called? Inari? It's like in tofu skin, and it's super yummy. I'm gonna come back and get it next time, but I had dinner already, so I just got myself a dalgona latte. Hikey, I've been drinking so much coffee that my teeth are starting to get a little bit stained, so I gotta do something about that soon, but not today. After the comedy show, we went to a bar, and then Dana and I went to Cane's for a little late night snack. If I were to do one form of entertainment, let me just say it would not be comedy, because that shit is so stressful. I could not stand on a stage and try to make people laugh. High-key, being a comedian would be my last choice as an entertainer. I think I would offend everybody in the room, including myself.